Another thing, y'all, is this is so real because I feel like I done leveled up like 20 levels just being by myself and, getting my health back right and getting my gut health right, getting my skin right. And when you level up, you got to take in consideration that there's going to be some mistakes that you're going to make because you don't know that you are now detached from the old you, so you don't really know what the new you would do. So I'm finally getting, when I come into these little situations that really be throwing me off because it's just no longer me, that is the shocker. And that's something you're gonna have to learn quickly because it's gonna affect you so dramatically. Like, just like with the interaction of last night, it was just like, oh, the reason why this man swears that I'm speaking Spanish right now is because I have outgrew this level of person. And this level of person will not understand my intellect. It's so pretty. This level of person cannot understand my level of intellect. And that's another reason why I can't work for him, because I already been in that situation where if you have low emotional intelligence, because listen, the dude he's under that he works for, he told him he could have him booked for 4 years straight. He has all kind of big projects, and he was talking about having integrity and how one thing he never did was run off on nobody, financially. He never did that. He said, in all the last 5 years, I had no issues with people because I make sure that I treat people correctly, and I'm like that, so I know I'll be an amazing GC. And there's a lot of women behind the construction industry. They just don't do the construction, and that's what I'm trying to get to. And my point is, you cannot deal when you're going through this level of transformation where you want the finer things in life. You start to shed that old skin, and it becomes confusing because you're still kind of operating in all that you know. And all I know is kicking in and meeting up at bars and, being sassy, but recently that shit don't fulfill me at all, especially now that I'm single. Like, I don't like when I've been going into a bars. I rarely do it, but when I do, it hasn't been for a while because I'm starting to understand that I'm not fulfilled with people who's drunk. I don't want to be around people who's drunk, especially without a man, because I can't cling on to my man. I gotta protect myself from women and transvestites and goddamn everybody, gremlins. Like, I gotta protect myself from everybody, and it becomes absolutely overwhelming. And then I'm just not into people who do drugs, because I realize a lot of people who do drugs a lot of them just don't really be functional like they think they are. They really don't be coherent like they think they are. And it causes a miscommunication, and that's dangerous. And I also was listening to a guy talking about you can't date no basic B words no more. You can't date women or men who is all about flashiness, all about material things. It really gets dangerous because they're basic, and he said basically they have no attachment to God, and no matter how fine they is or attractive they are dangerous to your health. Ooh, I feel so good right now. I just love the scenery. I feel like this is like a part of Atlanta, but without the black folks. No offense, but it's just peaceful. There's no crackheads. But, especially as I walk in these cities alone, trying to get to where I'm going, I got some things to do. So it always feels good when I make up a plan in my head. I can't stand when people ride the electric scooters on the sidewalks. Like, it's not meant to be on the sidewalk. But, what was I saying? and I'm alone, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, I've been in so many cities wandering. Like, I just can't believe little old me just been since college just trying to find who the fuck I am. Just trying to figure out where I'm happy at. And right now, this is the hardest it's ever been for me because I don't have no body that I'm like attracted to. I'm going. The crazy part about it is, I found dude from last night attractive, but I just know how shallow that person was, and that turned me off alone. Like, he got millions. He got 3 million followers on TikTok, all kind of shit. Dude barbecues. I'm hollering. He do a lot of shit like that Scorpios do, stargaze and stuff like that. But it's just, he was so shallow and so scared of getting hurt that he wasn't a person that I could see myself with long term. And you gotta understand, if it ain't long term in these days, I don't care what age you are. Like, I don't care if you're 12. We're not in the days of being with very short-term people, because they will distract you. They will distract you from things that you're supposed to be doing. And like, even when I was telling dude, like, I got stuff to do, and all he kept doing was trying to get me not to go do what I needed to do, that was like a red flag. I'm like, I see where this is going, because I've been through this, like, verbatim. Like, if I say I got a test to take, don't get in the way of that. Be like, you know what, you're right. Just chill. You know, go do what you got to do. I can't believe the wind could ball up a metal fence like that, unless somebody just ran into it. But that's real, y'all. Like, if you trying to be somebody, what I'm realizing, no matter what, like, I can go try to find little gigs here and there just to kind of keep me floating. But no matter what, I can't go work underneath somebody who is more incompetent than me. Like, I need to figure out the real bosses that have something to lose, have a family, not even as a family, have a wife. Because a lot of these men have kids, but they don't have no wife. Therefore, they don't know how to respect the woman. And in this industry of construction, a woman I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to deal with men like that in this field, because they're overly egotistical. So once again, my message is still protect yourself, but just know that you're not tripping. You have outgrown it. You have outgrown the scene of the bars. Like I said, I've never been like this until 2 years ago when I got in that wreck with my kids. Like, I'll go out with my baby daddy, but I'll be around with my baby daddy, you know. But just hopping around bar to bar, I'm not the type of girl. I love being home with my kids. I love that. And you're not tripping. Like, if you're like, damn, and it make you, for a split second, if you don't know what you're going through, you really feel very alone and very exposed and very vulnerable, because it's like, why don't this setting please me? Like, why ain't the music hitting like it used to? Like, why ain't this fine ass person that's in front of me, why ain't they doing it for me? Because there's no substance there. There's no substance there. You're better off going to bed early, getting up early, going to jog, and you know what I mean? You're better off finding a yoga retreat. Like, you so better. Once you realize, like, nah, I want my hair done every other week. I want my nails done every other week. And stuff that people, and that's just the shallow part. But like, what about owning businesses and stuff like that? Once you start getting to wanting to own businesses, there is no time to be hitting the club. There is no time to be drinking and smoking. It's no time for it. It's no time for it. It's literally no time for it. Like, and it's the quicker you understand that you're not tripping, like, you really are shedding that phase of your life, because some people shed that phase earlier or later. But I suggest you get out that phase early, because it's nothing there. Like, I didn't experience no clubs or nothing till I was late in the game, like 24. And that was kind of to my detriment to the ones that was 16 getting fake IDs and going to the club, because by the time they was 24, they was done. They was done dealing with the club. They was done getting their feet stepped on and threw up on and all that stuff. Like, they was already done with it. So I kind of was slightly late, but it's better late than never, because you are not tripping. Those places don't serve you. That nighttime crowd, unless you got something to sell, which that would be the only reason why I'll ever be in any club, to sell something. Like, I'm not about to be in nobody's club getting drunk, or strangers, and then having these very shallow, weird connections that don't go nowhere or make no money. Like, share, subscribe, support. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.